and welcome to the Hermit Lab. Today, you're in the powerhouse. You have found one up, number one. Essentially, we're taking the first sequence of one and done, and we're amplifying every single thing. So if you're looking for a challenge, look no further. There she is. Hi, Marge. Welcome to one up, number one. Okay, let's get to it. So, we began in child's pose. Let's turn this into puppy pose. Reach your arms forward and take your chin down. Maybe your forehead down, right out the gate, stretching through the shoulders. We'll try to take 5 breaths in each posture, just like we did in one and done. Nice. Help yourself up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes, find a high plank, glide forward, and chaturanga dandasana to your first up dog. Up and back, downward facing dog. That was integration. Coming into awakening, we used warrior 1. So let's try on a 3-legged dog here. Right leg high, just to get a good stretch. Bend the knee and open up through the hip. Re-extend the leg behind you and step forward. Find your feet, warrior 1. Arms reach up. Let's swim forward. Catch the knuckles behind you. Lift the heart up and dive on the inside of your right knee, humble warrior. Turning this into a shoulder rinse, a deep hip compression. A bit of a tricky balance. Stay with this or get a little halfway lift and release your bind. Super soldier. Start to work your right shoulder underneath your right knee. Scoot your back foot up a bit. Plant your left hand and catch your foot with your right hand. Think foot to butt, knee to sky. It's like an inverted compass, standing split, hybrid. One of my favorites. Carefully help yourself back to warrior 1. Ground down. Take a big breath up, up, up. Let's flow. Hands to the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale. Up dog. Take it back, downward facing dog. Fill up and raise your left leg high. Get a little stretch here, bend the knee, open up the hip. Re-extend the leg behind you, step forward, warrior 1. Spin the back heel down, take the arms high and set up your humble warrior. I like a big dramatic swim forward. Lace your knuckles down, chest up, and dive on the inside of your left knee. Look for your back foot, press the palms together, super engaged. Halfway lift, release your bind. Here comes super soldier. Work your left shoulder underneath the knee. Right hand plants and scoot your back foot forward. Catch it with your left hand. Foot to butt, knee to sky. Eyes can stay down there on the ground. Or for a bit more of a challenge, tuck your chin in and look for the ceiling or sky. Breathe easy wherever it is that you landed. And help yourself carefully, bit by bit, back to warrior one. Inhale to rise and flow. High plank to low plank. Take a back bend and a downward facing dog. Breath in and out. Look forward. Jump to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Forward fold, coming into vitality. Take chair pose, sit down, arms up, hands to your heart, and rotate 90 degrees to your left. D. Good. Breath in and twist to your right. So we're twisting back to the top of the mat. We're trying on side crow here. So drop your butt, plant your hands. First, you can use both of your elbows to catch yourself, a thigh and a hip as you lean forward. If that's pretty chill for you, come back, deepen the twist, and let your right elbow be free. Up and forward, you're perching just on your left arm, Parshva side crow. It's hard to breathe. 5 deep breaths here for me. I think I went a little fast. Help yourself out of it and just spin your toes forward, halfway lift, and get a little bow. Other side, Utkatasana chair pose. Rise up, hands to your heart and to the right, so that now we can twist to the left and place our hands toward the top of the mat. So sink down into the hips. Find big flat hands. Try on 2 elbows helping you first as you just kind of bloop up and over. And if that's working, deepen the twist. Let your left elbow be free next to you. Lean forward and hang out on your right arm. Keep this tiny little tucked shape. Balance. Cool, just set it back down and turn the toes back forward and fold. Soften the knees. Let's take a moment, rise all the way up, tall mountain. You just stand. And a slow forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your palms, jump back, chaturanga. Upward facing fill. Downward facing dog. All right, for equanimity, we'll be playing around with an eagle. It's very fancy. Sweep your right leg high, 3-legged dog. Step forward, crescent lunge, rise up. It starts with a twist and a bind. Twist your left elbow over. We're going for a full bind here. So I like to really get snuggled and then use my other hand to help get the arm beneath me. Right arm will reach around, find the fingers. If you've got the bind, step your back leg forward, pop your right heel, pick the leg up and sneak it across eagle legs. It looks pretty batshit. There's a twist, there's a bind, there's a lot going on here. Be kind to yourself. And we'll reverse the whole thing. Put the right foot back down. Step the left foot back. Gently release the bind. Rise up through crescent. And we'll take one of my favorite flows. Plant your hands on the inside of the right foot. You're in lizard. Take a chaturanga in lizard. And an up dog in lizard. Oh, so good. Up and back, downward facing dog. Let's try it on the left side. Left leg high. Knee into your nose, we step forward, crescent lunge, arms rise up, and we go twist to the left, so the right elbow up and over, help the hand underneath, and then left arm reaches around, find fingers. If you're with me, step the back foot forward, pop the left heel, and just pick the foot up and cross it over for this super funky eagle challenge. We'll come back right from where we came, left foot down. Send the right leg back, untangle the arms, reach them high. Hands plant, take a lizard, and flow your lizard. Think chaturanga, think up dog, and step back, downward facing dog. Breath in and out. For grounding, we had pyramid. We're going to turn this into a full splits. Raise your right leg high, and then send your leg through, either taking full or half splits. Tall chest, you can stay lifted or dive forward. Hanumanasana. Exaggerating the hamstring stretch that we get from pyramid pose. It's a bit of core work to come out of this. Lift up if you folded. Plant your hands, tuck your back toes, and try to pick your right leg up. Send it all the way back, three-legged dog, and then just step it down, dog. Other side, left leg high. Look forward, bring the leg through the hands, half or full splits. Try to square up and sit tall, and then you choose if you go for it. That was a cute little like shoulder shimmy on the way down. What was that? Yeah, for my flexi folks, maybe this is more of like a lazy interpretation. Just like, oh, I can sit in my splits. Or maybe this is super challenging for you. Either way, just let your breath be a constant and watch your thoughts. Don't be mean to yourself. Come back up. We'll plant the hands, back toes tucked. Try to suck your way back. Three-legged dog. Just get a big stretch. Downward facing dog. Big breath. Come to high plank, lower all the way down to the belly. For igniting, we'll take a locust pose. Lace the hands behind you and zip your legs together. Rise up. For me, seriously, just trying to keep my feet together is an amplification. My legs do not like to be together for this pose. It's so hard. Squeeze them together, pull the knuckles back. Stretch to stretch. Yes. And gently lower down. Plant your hands, find an upward facing dog, stretch it up, take it back, downward facing dog. In one and done, I believe we visited forearm plank. I'm going to turn this into Pincha Mayurasana today, elbows down. And I like to try to find a symmetrical entry, so I'm going to jump straddle up. Find something on your forearms, whether it's Pincha, forearm plank, or dolphin, and take 5 breaths when you get there. If you are practicing going up into forearm stand, I insist that you go up and down the same way. It's just super helpful for muscle memory. So here I straddle back down and sit on your shins for a moment. For opening, let's go play with pigeon. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Right leg high, 3-legged dog. And send the right knee behind the right wrist. We'll take king pigeon today. So we're working the overhead bind. And I invite you to go for it overhead here. So start tall. Maybe hands back a little bit, arms up. I'll bend the back leg. I'm blindly kind of reaching for the foot. And there it is. Feel free to drop the head back, step on the head, whatever you landed in. Give it 5 breaths. Avoid slingshotting as you exit. Set the foot down, stretch back up and plant your hands. Let's flow here. Tuck the toes, pass through high plank to low plank. Inhale for an up dog. Take it back, downward facing dog. Let's go left side, left leg high. Set up your pigeon legs first. Walk your back leg long. This side's a bit trickier for me. Try to sit up tall and then use your arms back and up. It's a lot of a back bend. Bend the leg and hope for the toes. There they are. Stay right here or dip your head back and try to complete that circuit of toe to head or arch to head. Gently, gently release the foot. Come back up through center. Plant the hands back, toes tuck. Knit it all back together. High plank to low plank to your upward facing dog. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Downward facing dog. Look forward. Walk your hands back. Come through. Can you float to a seat? For release, we'll play with Janu Shirshasana, taking half bound lotus. So we'll half lotus the right foot toward the inner thigh. Try to work your knee toward the floor. Give yourself a little twist first, because now this right hand is going to go for the foot behind you. Keep the bind, come back forward, left hand to the front foot, square up and dive down. Ardha, Baddha, Padma, Paschimottanasana, half bound, lotus, forward fold. For me, I always try to figure out what to do with the heel that's kind of like underneath my ribs here. And just breathe around it. Halfway lift. And rise up, gently release your lotus. Shake it out if you need to, and we'll go left side. Hug the left knee in, open the hip out, foot toward the hip crease. Yeah, I like to move the seat back. Give yourself a little twist to help now your left hand go for the foot. Keep the bind, spin back forward, catch the right foot, square up and dive down. Nice. Inhale to look forward. Help yourself all the way up and gently release that. Walk yourself forward a little bit. Just get room behind you, and we'll lower all the way down to the back. So in waterfall, we're going to play with lotus legs without our hands. If this sounds fun to you, try just throwing your right foot into lotus, whoosh, and then just send it back. No hands, okay? Left foot, whoosh. Okay, send it back. Now we go right foot and then maybe left foot. Didn't work the first time. Back up. We'll go left foot, maybe right foot. Didn't work. Now I'll really go for it. Right foot first, left foot, hup, and then use this like twirl of the ankle to climb it down. Enjoy your lotus for a few moments. And then gently release. Left leg up, right leg up, the other side. Left foot first, right foot. And then, yeah, swirl it, swirl it. I like the left foot in first, but I know traditionally it's right foot in. So how about that? I'm a bad girl after all. Release the legs up and send the legs back down. For deep rest, we visited Supta Baddha Konasana. Let's fish it. Can we fishify it? Feet together, knees wide. Tuck your fingers under your butt, come up to your forearms, puff your heart up, and toss your head off. Just adding a little fish here. Breathe big and long and stretch the front of the body. Last one, big breath in and stick out your tongue. A lion's breath. Carefully help yourself down. Lengthen the back of your neck. We'll send the legs long and the arms long by your sides. And yeah, how do you amplify Shavasana? You can't really, unless you just really drop dead. Avoid fidgets, avoid adjustments. Be still. That's pretty hard. Shavasana. Find your fingers and your toes in the back of your head, side to side. Find a full body stretch, arms long, legs long, and pass through a fetal position on one side. And help yourself up to a comfortable seat, and I invite a full lotus here. I go left leg first and then right leg. Gather hands at heart center and take a big breath in and out. Thumbs to third eye center, acknowledge yourself and take a bow. Whew, that was a doozy. Thank you so much. Awesome work. Your first one-up is complete. Come back for more, and I'll see you soon. Bye.